My friend, the atoms of your body are billions of years old. The things that make up your cells have been here since the beginning and are going to be here till the end. Energy can never be created nor destroyed. The atoms that are making up our bodies, this tangible structure, are billions of years old. That's amazing. You are billions of years old. It's so spectacular to know that this beautiful being that you see in the mirror is not just 30 years old, 7 years old, 15 years old. It's billions of years old, and you are just the latest compilation of those atoms. And although this body may be billions of years old, the spirit that dwells within is eternal. The essence that animates the atoms, the structure, is eternal. The thing, the soul, the essence, the inner being, that which you truly are, is from the beginning and until the end and everything in between. It's the Alpha and the Omega. You are an extension of that beautiful divine spirit, what we call God, the universe. But this body, how cool is it to think that these atoms, the things that make up everything of who you are, have been around since the beginning. The atoms within your body right now could have been a mass murderer and could have been a wise sage, could have been a rock, could have been an elephant, could have been a grand banyan tree, could have been the tiniest little sand pebble. The atoms in your body are billions of years old. That's magnificent. It's spectacular, stupendous, mind-boggling. You, as Carl Sagan said, are stardust. The initial star, boom, the initial creation that expanded into all that we know now is your physical, tangible body. And that's a fun thing, because if you think about it, going even further, the food that you continue to consume makes up that going forward structure. The cells, the atoms within the cells that make up the cells are dying off, are being excreted, and are then being drifted away into a new space, into a new time, into a new person, a new being, a new thing. And it's really fun to tie this into quantum physics, because quantum physics says that reality doesn't exist without there being a perceiver of reality. Through the double slit theory, I think that's what it's called, they were shooting electrons through this photon beam, or photons, electron beam, and there were two slits. And when there was nobody there to perceive what was happening, the electrons were landing on the back wall, this lead wall, in different space and in different areas. There was no structure to it. But when there was a perceiver watching the experiment, every time that electron got shot through the gun, it went directly behind the slit and it landed on the wall. And so these scientists determined that these electrons are acting in a superposition. They're acting as a wave, where they look to our perception as a wave, but when we actually look to see where they are, it shows up and it becomes a tangible electron. It becomes structure, it becomes form, it becomes a particle. And so, because our body are these billion-year-old atoms, right? A nucleus with electrons spinning around it, you get to determine how those atoms function dependent upon your perception of the atoms. That's why things like mantras and visualizations inner stories are so powerful because the atoms of your body, of your form, begin to adjust and adapt based upon your story about them, based upon your perception of them. As you begin to see yourself whole and feel yourself as whole and tell your story through different mantras, writing, journaling, maybe using the 11-day guide, manifestation guide that I've got for you in the description down below, you start creating tangible reality. The electron in the superposition becomes a tangible particle. The water hardens into an ice sculpture as you bring it stronger into reality because you see it that way. How magical, how magnificent is it that you are this eternal spiritual essence existing in this human body momentarily, and you get to determine the structure of the atoms based upon your thoughts, your emotions, your beliefs, and your actions, your behavior. You get to determine, based upon what you put in, ingest through your food, the quality of the atoms, how aligned they are with nature. As you ingest more nature, i.e. vegetables, fruits, nuts, seeds, really clean water, you are ingesting the clarity of nature. And from that, you then get to decide how you want to use this clear palette. How you get to use this really pristine oil to paint the new painting canvas that is you. As you begin to ingest more toxic things, cigarettes, drugs, alcohol, really ultra-processed foods, you get away from nature, you're getting really far away from nature, you're taking in new atoms, new particles that maybe don't have the clearest vibration, that don't have the utmost that you're looking for to elicit the best results for your body and for your life in general. You are a magnificent billion-year-old structure being guided by an eternal presence. And that, my friend, is magnificent. That is magic. That is divine. Use that wisdom, use that knowledge at your own discretion. You're already using it. You're already creating. You're already manifesting. You're already existing as a billion-year-old structure from an eternal perspective. So, knowing that, consciously understanding that, you get to ask yourself, how do I want to form this billion-year-old structure and utilize these atoms, these molecules, these electrons, these quarks, these quantum particles, even further through my own mind, through my own thought, through my own emotion, through my own belief patterns, and then through my own actions. Your body will show up the way you continue to see it. Your world will show up the way you continue to see it. But the magic has already happened. You are a culmination, a collection of billions of year-old atoms right now. That in and of itself is pure perfection. That's magic. And now, understanding that you are an eternal spirit, you get to do whatever the heck you want to. You get to live freely. And that, my friends, is really, really cool. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this, give me your comments down below. What do you think about being a billion-year-old being, atomic being, from an eternal perspective? What does that feel like? If you want to be more clear and more intent on where you want to take this beautiful structure in your life in general, check out the link in the description down below for the 11-day manifestation guide. It's free. Just put your email in and you will get an email back with the guide. I made it for you guys. So I hope you enjoy it. I love you so much. Until our next video, my friends, be well. Be joyful. Know that you are a billion-year-old atomic culmination right now, right here. It's amazing. It's spectacular. But even more beautiful that is that you are an eternal being. observing from this billion-year-old structure. I love you. Have a wonderful day. Till next time. Bye. You are magic.